Hello, everyone. This is Tarot Jean on the scene coming in with my March 2026 forecast. Let me tell you, it took me a minute to get here. It must be because Mercury's in retrograde. And, well, it's going to get amped up just a little bit more because on March 2nd, we got Mars moving in there. Now, realize that the Pisces energy is going to help soften that Mars energy. But I think with that all happening, I think it's going to cause us to really review what's been going on the last couple of months and really take a look at the information again. We do have a full moon lunar eclipse that is happening on the 3rd, and it amplifies, it accelerates, it creates new life paths. So are people going to be making moves based on really what truly, connects them? Like, what are you aligning with? So I'm really excited about this full moon eclipse because you want to check 12 to 13 degrees of the Virgo Pisces axis on your chart and see where that fits in for you, because that's where you would expect to see some kind of change. It's definitely a powerful release point, and it's time to turn a corner. So the beginning of March is just coming in like a bang. I mean, and then on March 5th, you got Venus entering Aries, and this is burning desire. This is like, let's go, let's have some fun, let's experience the finer things in life. So I think that we're going to find out that wanting is it's not selfish to want for yourself. And I think that we're going to see people going for truly what they want. And I think that with the Virgo eclipse, people are going to go with what really inspires them, what really aligns them. So I mean, this first half of March is about courage, this is about self-worth, and it's about taking those steps towards that and the path that you want to go down, and then I'm really excited too, because on March 10th, Jupiter's going to go direct, and this isn't chaotic energy. This is very informed energy when it goes direct. And one of the things I was wondering, I've been watching a lot with the money market and the financial industry, and are we going to go back to a gold standard? I see a lot of countries pushing for that, especially India and China. And, well, Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the silver is the moon metal. So with Jupiter having been retrograde and now going direct, are we going to find a floor price on metals, especially with silver, because with it being reclassified? So I will be very interested to see what happens with our beautiful moon metal. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, that'll be Jupiter going direct. But it's also about having a strategy and faith with a strategy. So as you can see, this whole month is about believing in yourself. It's about having the courage, having the optimism, and truly believing in it. Then we have a new moon in Pisces on March 18th. And oh my God, deep exhale, right? It's a new emotional beginning for the month. And that's super exciting. And after all we've experienced so far, I think a deep exhale is more than deserved. But, it's about dreams, but it's also about boundaries, because, Pisces can blur those boundaries. So again, are we creating healthy emotional boundaries with people? Are we creating them with ourselves? Yeah, I would say that on the 20th, Mercury is going to be direct. So yeah, this is clarity. This is clarity with all that soft Pisces energy that we've been dealing with all month, with Mercury going direct, conversations can flow. Decisions that you maybe had to hold off on now make sense. But it's also time to say what you think. You sat there for a couple of weeks. Now maybe it's time to be like, you know what? Initially, I didn't want to say anything because it didn't really feel good. But now, hey, now it's time to share. So this Mercury direct should be quite interesting, because we'll see how we have to review all of that material within our own lives, within the global scale. We'll be forced to look at things. And I also believe that we're going to see a lot more secrets coming out, because I think that what we've seen so far is really only the tip of the iceberg. I know I had seen a really disturbing article about some of the bigger names in the metaphysical industry. And, I don't really care about people canoodling with each other when it's all consenting adults, but I saw some disturbing stories about people using their empathetic abilities to really control people and also putting people in some dangerous spots. So let's remember that we should be operating with integrity. We're all here to help each other. We're all trying to go forward together. So let's just operate with integrity. So with this Mercury direct, I will really, really be interested to see where we are with the more secrets, more information, helping people to make a more clarified decision is what I'm hoping. And then the sun is going to enter Taurus on the 21st. So there's that grounding click. There's that moment that says, all right, it's time to invest. It's time to invest in ourselves. Taurus is not a sign that's going to be pushed around. You're not going to push a Taurus around. I can tell you that. Taurus will get there when it wants to get there, but know that it has your back when it does, because Taurus is one of the most loyal signs of the zodiac. So it's about taking all of that crazy energy from the first couple of weeks, like I said, and now you can ground it. Mercury is direct, Jupiter is direct, the sun has entered Taurus. We're full speed ahead. And I am so excited for that. So we have a really exciting March coming up, and I'll probably tune back in a couple weeks for a new moon in Pisces video just to kind of see where we are. But we are in for some interesting times, as I've been saying, as we unpeel the layers and see what kind of a world we are really living in. And then from that point, what kind of world we want to be a part of. And, well, if you want to know how that looks for you, you can certainly reach out to me at lunapaths.com. I'd be more than happy to take a look at your chart. And as always, I appreciate you watching my videos and tuning in, and enjoy your day, my friends. Enjoy your day.